guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is obviously another Halloween video. I'm very excited for this one. I'm really hoping it turns out well. Obviously you will know because you would have seen the intro section. But I'm attempting to do, I'm a huge Harry Potter fan, I'm not gonna lie. I was trying to think of Harry Potter themed Halloween ideas, and I was going to do a snake inspired Halloween look, and then I thought of the Dark Mark from Harry Potter because it's kind of skull and snake combined. And I googled it, and as far as I'm aware, no one has done this yet. I'm not sure how how easy it's going to be with the snake bit coming down the neck section in here, but we'll just have to see what happens. So I really hope you enjoy this video, and I hope the outcome is good. So yeah, if you want to see how I'm going to turn myself into the Dark Mark for Halloween, then please keep on watching. Oh, and I am wearing a strapless top just in case anyone's wondering. Okay, so first of all, I'm taking my Insta Ready primer from Physicians Formula. I just wanted to kind of create a barrier between my face and all the product, and it'll just help all the products go on a bit more pigmented as well. So you didn't have to do this step, but I did. And then I followed it with foundation. This is the Be Flawless foundation, I believe. Then I set everything in place with my Freedom powder. I do quite a heavy coat of this just to really set it in place. First of all, I tried to kind of map out my stuff with eyeshadow, but I decided actually it was easier to go with a eyeliner. So this is the Makeup Revolution dual-ended pen eyeliner. I'm using this to map out kind of all the features of the skull. If you've never done a skull before or anything like this, I always find Pinterest or just Googling images of skulls is quite a good way. I typed in I mean, you could look at other people's Halloween's ideas, but I find sometimes it's easier just to look at a sketch of a skull, and you can kind of see all the markings of where you want things to be and stuff like that. So that's all I did for this. Now I'm taking my Neve Cosmetics custom eyeshadow palette. I'm taking this black shade here. I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but I'll have it linked down below. I'm using this just to start filling in some of the hollow sections here. It's kind of like an off black colour, but I will go in a minute and spray my brush to deepen up so I can get it slightly of a darker colour, kind of nearer where the hollows start, to create a nice gradient effect. And a lot of this video is mainly blending a lot, especially when it comes to the snake portion and kind of the skull, colouring in the skull as well. There's a lot of blending going on. So again, I'm just taking it, like I said, with all the hollows, trying to kind of create shadows and depth to the skull. And you'll see as well, to start off with, it does look very messy, but I kind of build up as the video goes along. Now I'm going with my Makeup Delight palette from Neve Cosmetics, taking that green shade. I'm using a flat sponge just to blend this into my face. So I wanted the skull to be the kind of similar colours to the snake. So I take this green, I also take some browns and some greys and kind of create kind of snake-like colours to the skull. So like I said, I'm taking some of the brown shade now. I'm using this to kind of go around more the perimeters of my face, just to add some definition and depth to it. So again, for this, I just looked up kind of, not snakes as such, but kind of snake skin to kind of see the colours I wanted. I'm not going to be creating scales or anything like that. I just wanted to see more kind of the colour areas. So I'm taking the grey from that palette, and I'm using this to create more shadows in the skull, but not quite as dark as the hollow sections. I take it around my forehead as well, just to create more, slightly more 3D effect. Oh, then I'm taking this slightly deeper green. It does have some shimmer to it, which I thought actually looks quite good because, again, I find like snake skins can have that slight shine and sheen to them. So I kind of incorporated that, and again I took this more around the perimeters of my face, so add some kind of definition to there. Then I took my sponge that I used to blend out my foundation, and whatever was left on there I used it to help blend out the eyeshadows further. Then I'm taking this white eyeshadow from Neve Cosmetics. I think this is the shade Cocoa. I'm using this just to kind of slightly highlight some of the centre sections of the face, or the skull in fact. Then I'm going back in with my Makeup Revolution pen eyeliner just to go around some of the edges again that I wanted to make deeper and stand out more. And I actually used it just to fill in the nose area as well, so it looked darker, and I think I did the same with the eye sockets as well. And here's me just going in again just to really intensify some of the hollow sections deep and really make them shadows and kind of make it look like almost that my face isn't there to represent the skull. Then I took some white face paint to create the teeth. So the skull's going to stop where the upper jawline ends, because then I'm going to have the snake kind of coming out of my mouth just like the dark mark does. Then I took a grey pencil eyeliner to start off with just to kind of lightly map out where I want the teeth. And then I do go in with actually black paint this time and kind of re-intensify where I want the teeth to be and stuff. And I add some of a light black eyeshadow just to kind of add shadows to the teeth section. And then I took some black paint and added some details to the face, so some cracks in the skull and things like that, just to make it look a bit more, just add some more detail really. I think it looks quite effective, and it's actually really simple to do as well. Then onto the snake portion. I had to redo this actually, because the first time I drew out where I wanted the snake to be, the head ended up on my right shoulder, and because I'm right-handed it made it very difficult for me to kind of continue with the head, so I had to scrub it out and start again and have it going, the snake's head going onto my left shoulder. So if you're going to do that, so that's something to bear in mind depending on which hand you use for drawing and painting and stuff. So here I'm literally just mapping out where I want the snake to be and how I want it to curl around, because but obviously the dark mark, it wouldn't fit going all the way down my body, so instead I had it so the snake came off to one side, which I thought looked quite cool in the end. And again I used pictures off Pinterest of the dark mark for reference to help create this look. That's kind of the outline sketch that I've got going on for the snake portion. Then I'm taking that same green shade I used for the skull initially and just popping this all over where the snake is. And again, as I did with the skull, I then add some browns, add some greys to kind of add some depth and dimension and to kind of have more representation of snake skin as well. And I thought actually it looked quite cool with the effects of my collarbone and things like that, where things look slightly darker. It kind of added to the look, I thought. So here I am going in with some of the brown just to kind of add some different colours into there. Then I'm taking some of that grey again and adding some shadows in certain places of the snake. And this section is all about building up colour and blending, so it can look very messy to begin with, but when you add more colours, blend more and kind of keep on building up, it does look better. Then I'm just re-intensifying the outline of the snake with my felt tip liner again. And I'm just going back in with some more of the darker shade just to add some shadow and stuff like that. And in terms of the rest of like my shoulders and stuff, I wanted to kind of add some smokiness to it, almost make it look like it's coming out of the sky in a way, because in the film there's always like the grey kind of cloud around it, so that's what I tried to do. I'm also just quickly filling in the section where the bottom jawline is missing, so just adding some black paint, face paint around the perimeter, and then I'm just blending out with black eyeshadow, and I keep on building up so it kind of fades out. Just keep building it up. And as you can see, kind of where the snake's head is, I started to kind of blend stuff out. So I take some black in certain areas where I want it to be really dark and shadow-like, and then I take some of the black eyeshadow to help blend out. I take a little bit of brown as well, so it kind of creates this smokiness around the snake. So something like that. And I think I do take it a little bit further over, yeah. And I just use some of the foundation again and just a mix of the colours to really help blend out. Then I'm taking a bit more of the kind of darker eyeshadow to create some more shadowing to the skull section. And then I think that's this video complete. So like I said, it's a lot of blending. It looks very messy to begin with, but it does all come together at the end. And I'm actually really happy with how it turned out, because I wasn't sure how I wanted to do it and how easy it was going to be. So it's just all, like I said, about building up colours, blending, adding details like I am here to the snake. And yep, so I'm really actually quite pleased with how this turned out, and I hope you enjoyed it as well. Oh, I'm just making sure I fill in my hairline as well. So like I said, this is the Halloween look complete. I really hope you enjoyed it. I think it turned out better than what I was expecting it to, and I'm really pleased with it. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.